Oh, it's the Pokemon. They thought that Joe from Cerebi was saying, "Don't expect this."
What is this?
Upset all the time at everybody. This is the DLC.
The teal mask.
I want to see that frame rate hit a solid 15.
I want to see it not look like a GameCube game.
We quit playing this game because it just didn't really work.
Yeah. See, I honestly didn't have a ton of fun with it, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I mean, there were flashes of cool things, but, you know, unfinished would be my final judgment on the project. I mean, it looks cool. I want to like Pokemon, but I don't know, maybe I just finally aged out of it. Although my kids got bored with it too. I like that monkey guy though.
Yeah.
The 4,000th legendary Pokemon? If there's like
Teal
over
mask?
100 legendary Pokemon, are any of them special anymore? Is it the Aether Paradise? That would actually be cool if they brought that back. No.
Welcome to my Grand Blueberry Academy. What are these names? The teal mask, the indigo disc.
Man. I wish my finances were like Pokemon. I just do like finish things 80% and get paid.
Yeah, it's just,
gratuitous sums
I mean,
of money.
even did you see that? Even the footage, it looked like it was choppy for a second. Like it's just, man.
I've got this joke in my head where, like, you know, you have that first trailer where the frame rate's choppy and it says, game footage not final. I want to just go back and say, game footage was final.
Yeah, Pokemon it's just weird how people see this and it doesn't bother them. And I'm not, you know, people, you and I are not performance people. I guess as long as the game's fun, but it gets to a certain point where it's just embarrassing compared to what the rest of the world is doing, you know, or the rest of the industry.
I just want better. I want better for the series, you know? Like, I grew up with Pokemon, I cherish it, and, you know,
It's kind of like a dinosaur looking thing.
Yeah, they got some cool Pokemon designs, too. Oh, they got two people. And Koizumi? That boy Koizumi?
Okay, so because they started with DLC, the only new game announcement's gonna be at the end.
Yeah, probably.
Because they always try to start with the thing that's most exciting,
yeah,
and then they try to end with the thing that's most exciting.
I mean,
the trailer took place at a festival in the countryside, while the second half seemed to be in a completely different location.
Yeah,
a futuristic academy in the middle of the ocean.
It's great that it's in the middle of the ocean. You don't have to worry about, like, you know, making it open world.
Or you don't have to worry about hurricanes,
making a new
tidal
map.
waves. Let's just put it in the middle of the ocean.
Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet.
Well, let's hope this Terra Raid event works. The last one didn't, and they had to cancel.
Let's see our first batch of headlines.
You know, they had an entire tournament they had to cancel the results for. Hey!
I just always
Hopefully
let's
this
see our
isn't just the
first
same
batch
trailer.
of headlines.
I am all about this. Day one, marathon stream. I will figure out live streaming by then.
Yeah.
Trevor. Look at that. Look at Tails. He looks great. That's Trevor.
Or swing a powerful hammer as Amy Rose.
Amy looks fun too. I'm glad they're finally giving her some
She just
space.
always, her arm doesn't get tired from doing that constantly.
This bonus game looks fun too. Oh, Sonic's got Shadow Clone Jutsu.
And so much more. And for the first time in the series, local co-op is available for up to 4
Now, how well is it going to work is my question, because you move so fast. I mean, it's always worked, you know, well enough to be fun.
I don't know, I want to tell this guy though, it doesn't matter because we're not playing it on the Switch.
Yeah.
Sonic Superstars
Looks noticeably worse on the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah.
Although it's like, you know, a lot of Sonic games I end up buying twice because I want them to be portable, but I want them to look good.
just around the corner.
Farm game. They gotta have them, man. It's just like, it's like an itch that they have. How many farming games do we have?
The idyllic life of your dreams alongside
I'd be so sad if I was making a farming game because, like, Dude, it's just like you're in a sea. You are in a literal sea. Disney's in this space. You got Animal Crossing. Like, how are you competing with that? Stardew Valley's still big.
Yep.
Carve out your blissful life.
Oh, you could be a robot though. That's
And
new.
if you're eager to explore, there's plenty of life beyond the village.
So we know there's gonna be more Pikmin 4 stuff.
Oh, that's cool. It's kind of like a MMO where you just chill out.
Back and relax at home.
I'm not mad
How
at
you
this.
live is entirely up to you. What kind of coziness will you choose?
That's
But so we know Pikmin 4 is gonna be shown, and then
Yeah, you're out. You're in a bubble hovering over this,
Your heart.
doing the math in your head.
I'm glad they put Joker in Super Smash Bros. Just to give all the like Persona cast-off games to Nintendo. I just always crack up at like how, you know, Sakurai goes out of his way to add these characters from franchises that don't care about making their best games for Nintendo consoles. Just like, thanks.
Although I'm all about tactics games, I'll probably buy this,
Unleash an attack
even though I
that
don't like
closes.
Persona. I mean, I've never tried it. I heard this one's good. Persona! It's Smash Bros. Guy!
Knock enemies down to perform another
But
action called
what I will say about Joker though is they made a 3DS game. They were like the last 3DS game on the platform,
triple
and so like I feel like that earns you a spot in Smash. They just sent that game out to die.
Persona series returns.
Yeah.
allowing you to combine
Because Alpha Dream was one of the last games, and that
I don't know, man.
bankrupted them.
Rayman made a game that was originally exclusive for Nintendo.
Oh yeah, Rayman's a travesty. He used the
Crash-
trophies in the last
Crash is
game.
the
He had,
biggest-
he had Mario costumes in Rayman Legends.
Cra-
Ubisoft was like the first to do Amiibo. Like, yeah, it was.
Crash is probably one of the biggest third-party characters on Nintendo systems too. So
Yeah. I mean, I think the Fighter's Pass is bunk, but I
yeah, I really
I
regret.
don't have as much of a problem with Joker as I have with like Kazuya.
I'll tell you
and
what, the
Sephiroth.
next Smash, I'm sure they'll do something like that again, and I promise you I won't make the same mistake twice.
Oh yeah, buying it.
No.
Upfront.
Trust us in that we're gonna... Yeah, no. I would have literally only bought Banjo.
This looks kind of cool.
Wield medieval weapons and legendary magic to
Like at least the
monsters.
art style is a little
During
different
each
than
run,
what you usually
you
get.
can find treasure to help boost your character's abilities, weapons, and
Hey!
What is this, He-Man?
heroes can
I mean, whenever I see a cartoon skeleton, you know, you just channel the Skeletor.
as you face the many perils ahead. By the power of teamwork,
Oh, that's.
Midforce launches on
Is that
Nintendo
actually, like-
system this year.
I wonder if it's licensed He-Man material.
This
Otherwise, they're gonna get in
is
trouble
going
for
to be
saying that.
pretty Sweet.
Yeah, this direct is gonna be uneventful for the most part.
Hey man, you know how we feel. As long as we get Donkey Kong, we don't care. It could be the worst direct of all
I
time.
don't think
and-
Donkey Kong's coming. I would love to be wrong. I haven't even tried this game.
Splatoon 3 game has been confirmed. Okay,
Yeah,
so
I just don't...
here's the theme.
I don't feel like enough is different with this game to warrant me buying it.
Yeah.
Besides just playing with like the current player base.
Blackfest
Yep,
will be held during the
pretty
days
much.
shown on screen.
Three play. I mean, you know, the three-way turf war is an interesting concept. They're like getting closer to a Fortnite battle royale.
What do you mean three-way?
So they've got, I think, like 12 players at the same time in the Splatfest. So there's 3 teams that go
Oh.
against each other.
Battles with challenges.
But yeah, it's like,
More
you know,
Splattastic events
$60
are on the way.
DLC.
Be on the lookout
Which
for
is funny that Breath of the Wild got that treatment. Like, they got that criticism where it's like, this, it's way more true for this. More
Come on,
Pokemon.
more.
Oh, it's Detective Pikachu. What are we getting, a remake? I recognize it, but they put Inteleon in the game? Must be a sequel.
Promote an even stronger bond between the people and Pokemon of Rhyme City.
This looks pretty good.
The start of Pokemon Friendship Week.
Tim Goodman. Pikachu. You two are the ideal detective duo.
Hey, finally! It got announced like 5 years ago.
Yeah, whatever happened to the sequel to the movie?
Something tells me.
I don't know if, did they say they were making a sequel to the movie?
They originally
It's always
did
the
like
game.
a couple weeks after it
Oh,
came
I
out,
want
and then
coffee
I
now.
think it, and then it Then they ended up saying they didn't really have plans for it anymore. They originally, after the movie was somewhat successful, they had all these plans for different movies they wanted to do. But it seems like it just went away.
You two. The culprit is clear, isn't it? A bolt of brilliance.
Bolts of brilliance. I remember that.
And I'm what you might call a great detective.
Man, I wonder what
Sure wish somebody would bring me some coffee.
are they gonna do the same thing with the story though? Like, is it secretly his dad?
Detective Pikachu returns.
Please don't tell me that was your next big, like, reveal, that now it's back to headlines.
Will Tim and this tough-talking Pikachu solve together? More info.
Interesting that Pokemon's letting Nintendo do all the marketing here.
Next.
They're like, we don't even want to market the games anymore. We want people to blame you when they don't work. Oh! Oh! Is it real? Is it real?
Watch, I bet it's just gonna be the same game.
Oh my gosh, it's not. Oh my gosh, that's. Oh,
Wow.
Peach looks weird though. She still looks stubby. Oh my gosh. I never in a million years would have thought they'd do this.
Wow, this is really awesome.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
It
now
looks a little weird, but you know,
now there's no reason why Geno or Gino, whatever, shouldn't be in Smash.
maybe they'll start letting characters in Paper Mario. It looks like just a coat of paint though, not like a remake. Which is fine.
Chain Kong!
Not the chain Kong. I thought they would have taken that out.
Oh man, that was the coolest bad guy.
Oh my gosh. Are we gonna see Big Yoshi? They gotta put Big Yoshi in the trailer.
This game, though, just had so many interesting environments and characters for the Mario franchise, though. That's why I'm glad they're doing something with it. Like, I don't feel like Mario's done anything
No, they
as
don't,
creative
they don't
as
let
this
them
in a
do
long
it.
time.
You know, they won't let them. You know, every Toad has to be the same, and that's my question. Is like, will Toad actually get? Will they make all the Toads the same? I don't think so though, because it's got all these other characters. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, this is really cool.
This is, I mean, probably one of my top 10 favorite games of all time. This is a real treat.
See, I wouldn't even be upset if they did something like this with Donkey Kong Country.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, that would make me happy.
Oh my gosh. Wonderful. And now Geno can be in the next game. He's in a JRPG, so, I mean, he's basically confirmed. Makes sense why they didn't do
Why
that.
don't they call it
Oh
Legend
my
of the
gosh,
Seven
this year?
Stars?
This year?
Originally released on Super NES, Super Mario RPG returns with brand new graphics. Whether you played the original game or not,
The leaks
why
are
not
great.
take the opportunity to jump into the very first RPG in the Mario series?
And probably still the most
Mr.
creative
Koizumi,
one.
that last trailer featured Mario, but he's not the only one getting a game. Huh? What do you mean? Let's take a peek.
What?
Chained Kong? Donkey Kong? Oh, no.
No way. Oh, cool. Awesome.
That's right. Princess Peach will star as the main character in a brand new game.
Finally.
When she steps on this particular spot on stage,
Is this the 2D Mario game? Maybe?
This is,
whoa,
I think so.
what on earth is happening? That's all we'll show for now.
No,
We'll share
show me more.
details at a later date.
See, why can't they
No.
do something like this with Donkey Kong, though?
There's
Like,
actually something else. What?
give me just a sliver.
Oh, Dark Moon remake. Let's go.
A visually enhanced version of Luigi's Mansion.
Oh my
Dark
gosh.
Moon,
Make it co-op and I'm
originally
sold.
released on Nintendo
Make it co-op and I'm
3DS,
sold.
Is in development. We hope you look forward to seeing more of Luigi's ghostly antics.
Why not the first game?
Both
yeah.
games will launch next year.
Oh man, that
Mario,
Princess Peach one looks
Princess
awesome.
Peach, and Luigi.
I always have to explain to my
Mario
daughters,
has
like,
a lot
yeah,
of
just,
games to look
you
forward
know,
to.
she's not in this one.
More details will be shared in the future.
You can't be Peach in Mario
All right,
Odyssey.
let's see some more headlines.
But that's why I'm like, I wish, like, assuming this DK game is real, and maybe at this point it's just not, but why can't we ever just get something like that? Just show me, like, a logo, man. I don't even care. I just want to know it's real. You know, like, I feel like when it comes to Mario and Zelda, they'll show you something that's years off, you know? Or not in the current year or whatever it is.
That's interesting though, because people were saying there was going to be a 2D Mario. Was that the 2D Mario? If it's not, that's a whole lot of Mario coming out in the next year. And like, why didn't you release some of it closer to the movie?
Welcome to the madhouse, Batman.
Hey, you know what? If that was though, that means there's hope that the last thing is DK. Which I wouldn't be surprised, or I wouldn't be unhappy if it was Metroid Prime either. Because that's one thing we don't even consider anymore, you know?
Man, that Princess Peach game, I hope it's co-op. My daughter's gonna be thrilled.
I like it. Gotham would be ours.
Over my dead body.
I believe that was the idea.
I just wonder if these ports of old games... I just wonder if these ports of old games actually sell well on the Switch.
They do.
Like, I'm just like, who's buying them? So I'm
Someone
like, does
out
anyone
there.
still care about playing this in like a severely downgraded version?
Well, it's just if they want a portable. Although it's like, now that Steam Deck is here, like I'd much rather buy this on like a Steam Deck than a Switch, you know? But I also don't have a Steam Deck, so there's that. I canceled my pre-order.
You know, this narrator's not great either, but he's way better than the guy they had before.
Yeah.
Your tactical prowess is all that stands between
tactics game.
and certain death. This
And
adaptation
certain
of the
death.
board game features turn-based card battles with RPG elements. Unleash deadly combos and bring doom upon your foes. But beware, exhaustion is close at hand.
Man, I was thinking that the Mario RPG remake would be like, you know, on the level of Final Fantasy VII. You know, just kind of like reversioning some of it. That isometric angle is gonna mess up so many people.
Yeah.
But maybe it's easier.
And earn your keep when Gloomhaven launches on the
Because like, you know, to move in a straight line, you need to hold, in the Super Nintendo one, you had to like hold two directions.
Right.
Nintendo eShop. Keep the dance party going.
Oh man.
What is this? Just Dance?
This is the part of the trailer I'm gonna have to edit out before I jump in and then...
Silent hope lies in a world without words.
That's what I do.
One day, a once peaceful realm
We're back.
was silenced by its king. Now, 7 wordless warriors will
Now,
rise.
7 characters in a medieval JRPG where your characters have mana and spells that they cast in turn-based combat.
Secluded king.
Yeah, it's kind of fun. I used to really like these sort of games, but
Changing dungeons and
there's so many
Oh,
of
sorry,
them.
it's not turn-based combat, but I just feel like there's too many games like this on Nintendo.
Yeah.
I just don't understand.
Yeah, like in
why
another
so
world,
many
I
of them
would
get
buy
made.
this day one. Like, I love this sort of
Like,
stuff.
you know, honestly, I'm surprised we don't get
materials you've collected
half as many platformers as we used to. But these
Yeah.
games, man, and the thing that bothers me is like, why can't you take this game and just apply to something that normally it doesn't get applied to? Like, I don't know, do something futuristic, do something that doesn't involve swords and mana and
is the kingdom's
characters with
Yeah.
small bodies and big heads.
It's like,
you know,
at a certain point, you gotta start paying royalties to Dragon Quest and Final Fantasy.
It's like, seriously, why not do it and have this theme be about, you know, we joke about Donkey Kong RPG, like, what if you took a bunch of, you know, primates or something, or just, like, do something, I don't know. And then these names, Silent Hope. You know, it's always just some vague term, you know.
fly in these Nintendo Switch games.
Oh, when are they going to show Rayman?
They should have with the Ubisoft thing.
Yeah, but I don't know. I would think they would show it here.
They've got like a quota of like 5 farm games.
Tasks and fend off mischievous foes.
See, all these games just always look, even though they might be different games,
Decorate your space
or different
with
types of games,
purpose
they all
for the
visually
Yeah, they have the
look the
cutesy
same.
aesthetic.
Enchant your friends locally or online in 4-player co-op. Fae Farm launches as a console exclusive on Nintendo
Looks
Switch.
pretty cute.
Parade. Pre-orders, including an in-game bonus, are available now on
Sure.
Nintendo
I'm
eShop.
gonna pre-order this so I can get a rug.
Zoom into wild racing action with Hot Wheels Unleashed 2 Turbocharged. Choose from over
It looks better than Nickelodeon Kart Racing, or whatever that game was.
Obstacles. Find shortcuts.
The closest we're getting to F-Zero, guys.
Out of the way.
Yeah.
Unleash your creativity by modifying your
Dude, the
vehicles.
rumor about an F-Zero GX port would be pretty awesome. But you see what I mean, where like,
12 players can
they'll
keep
do
track online.
stuff like that with Mario, where I'm like, you could do that with so many games and say, hey guys, we finally made a Star Fox game or an F-Zero game, you know what I mean? And do it in the most low effort way possible, and it would still make people happy. You know?
Oh, it's Overcooked, but fixing stuff.
And toss it over. Repair vehicles quickly to earn points in solo play or 4-player co-op.
I wonder if this is by the guys who did
Watch out
Overcooked.
for treacherous pits, pesky UFOs, and
Pesky UFOs.
That looks like fun.
Manic Mechanics.
You seen all the videos of UFOs lately?
July 13th. Pre-orders
I have.
begin today on Nintendo eShop.
Scary stuff, man.
Introducing the second paid DLC
Oh, there we go.
for Mario plus Rabbids.
Oh, the second one? No, we want the third one, because that's Rayman, right?
Mario and friends journey to
Yeah.
a musical planet. Filled with new areas to
If they don't show Rayman, that would be
allegedly he's supposed to
super-
come out by the end of the year.
What else will they find
That game was
in this
awesome.
world of melodies?
I should replay it and stream it or
Yeah,
something.
I don't think it sold half as well as the first one, though, is what people
It
were
didn't,
saying.
which is a shame because it's way better.
A demo of the main game is available now on Nintendo eShop.
Oh, okay, yeah, they're trying to like remarket this. It's worth playing, guys. It's very good.
No, Rayman, look! Come on. Is this Dragon Quest?
Yeah. This is Dragon Quest Monsters. Which is like their kind of take on Pokemon. Or maybe it's not, I don't know. They're working on one of those games. This looks like a remake.
Revenge.
You are now cursed, unable to harm monsters.
Oh, maybe this is the one.
You're going to have to become a monster wrangler.
Yeah.
Combined monsters. That's cool. It's crazy how this game looks like it has more in it, and it still looks way better than Pokemon.
Yeah.
It doesn't even look that great either, but it looks better than Scarlet and Violet. I think the art style lends itself better to what they're doing too.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see like the diversity in animation and stuff. Compare it. This game will sell 10% of what Pokemon does. Oh, it's that guy from Smash. It's the guy from Smash Brothers. It's the guy from Fortnite.
That was Dragon Quest Monsters.
That sure was.
From Square Enix.
Is it Square Enix?
What kind of journey will you take to become the master of monster kind?
That's awesome.
Please be on the lookout for more info.
I want to play that.
Alright, so I'm sure Pikmin 4...
More news on a certain game with
Yep.
plant-like creatures.
Yeah, so they'll probably do this, more headlines, and then one more game.
Yeah, probably, you know.
Welcome to the Rescue Corps. As its newest recruit, you'll venture to a mysterious planet with all sorts of life forms.
I don't even care what this game's about. Like, I'm buying it.
Plant-like creatures called Pikmin. And the adorable rescue pup, Ochi. Good boy.
Basically,
Your mission is to
Poochie.
choose to accept it, repair the damaged Rescue Corps spaceship, and save any castaways you find.
I think is, can we make a Pikmin game that's not about the same thing every time? We gotta fix our crash-landed ship.
Once plucked, Pikmin are ready
Like,
for
can they
action.
ever just be there and...
Well, Pikmin 3 was about rescuing Olimar, and Pikmin 2 was about getting enough money to pay your debts.
No, I'm pretty sure even... Because I had Pikmin 3. I'm pretty sure, like, it starts off that they crash somewhere.
I mean, you might crash somewhere, but, like, you know, it's not like the point of the game.
He can carry items with Pikmin.
I love this. Can someone else be the dog?
Yeah, he looks like Poochie from Yoshi.
And if you need a flotation device, well,
He's Poochie.
there you go.
He seems like he's
You can even
game
stand up
breaking.
to the wildest creatures.
Poochie seems
Collect
broken.
lots of
Nice! That's one of my
gather
favorite
around
part
the
about
planet to
Pikmin.
fix the spaceship's
Yeah.
radar and open up new areas to explore. Exploration isn't limited to the surface, though. Why not take the plunge
Ooh.
underground?
I love her bringing this back.
Here, a
People don't like the
completely
dungeons of
different
Pikmin 2, but
environment awaits.
I like them.
Unusual contraptions. Native creatures.
The
I also don't really,
every corner.
So I 100%ed the first Pikmin.
Unexpectedly find some
But-
castaways too.
Was that Olimar?
I wonder if this will be like a Miiverse
Um,
sort of thing. Like that's just a player.
Hey,
But
wait a minute.
I wish you had more time. You didn't.
Leafy individual just
I wish you didn't have a
away.
time limit.
You gotta stop him. It's time for a Dandori battle.
Oh, nice.
Embrace the art of Dandori.
He looks like the caveman for oh my gosh. How was I about to say Little Caesars? Not
Limit to win and save the
what's that
castaway.
caveman from that old cartoon that's covered in hair? You know what I'm
I
talking
don't
about?
remember, but I know what you're talking about.
No, he looks like him.
You'll be able to do more activities back at base camp, which is right next to your spaceship. Train Ochi and teach him new skills. Or build new equipment and items to help make exploration.
I just love how you
more
bring
manageable.
like the Bulborbs and then it
For the
sucks them
first
into the
time
ship
in
and then
the
just
Pikmin
like
series,
grinds them into
set
food.
out for night expeditions.
I
mean, they-
just messed up.
Nightfall sends creatures into a frenzy, so stay alert.
Can you actually be out at nighttime in this game?
Yeah.
You'll
Oh, that's
come across
cool.
the new glow
Wow,
Pikmin,
that's
which
cool.
only appear at night. Find luminals that produce valuable glow sap. These
Are the
mounds
glow
also
Pikmin
attract
the ones that
various
were left
wildlife.
behind?
So use glow Pikmin to drive them away and protect the luminals. Many more surprises await on this uncharted planet. But with the Pikmin and Ochi by your side, no challenge is too big or too small. Pikmin 4.
Looks like a worthy sequel, honestly.
In past Pikmin games, you had to return to your spaceship before sundown. However, in this latest entry, you can now venture out at night. We hope you can lead the Pikmin on your expedition.
We have even more Pikmin news to share.
This is even more headlines. It's like we know.
HD versions of the first two Pikmin games, originally released on Nintendo GameCube, will launch on Nintendo eShop later today.
Can you show them? Is it like Metroid
Plus,
Prime
ahead of the game's
Remaster
release, a
HD
demo
or
of Pikmin 4 will be available on Nintendo eShop on June 28th.
mark your
Be
calendars?
enjoyed, even if you've
Gamers.
never played a game in the Pikmin series before. So we hope you'll try it out when it
This
releases.
is cool.
I'm getting nervous towards the end,
Okay,
Michael.
Let's see a few more headlines.
Man, I'm all about some more Pikmin.
The renowned series of stealth action games.
I just left.
illustrating
On the
Nintendo
Switch, you can
as
play a
Metal
game
Gear
from
Solid
30 years
Master
ago.
Collection Volume 1. This compilation includes Metal Gear Solid. Infiltrate and regain control of Shadow Moses Island. Metal Gear Solid 2. Sons of Liberty. Locate and
Wow,
retrieve.
I wonder if
deadly
this one was on the
amphibious
PS2.
weapon.
It
was.
had to.
Metal Gear
Okay, yeah, I was about to
Solid
say.
3,
That one was on the
Snake
PS2 as
Eater.
well.
Survive
Yeah.
the jungle and confront your former mentor. You can also enjoy the games that started the series, Metal Gear and Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake, as well as the NES versions of both Metal
Somewhere
Gear
Kojima
and
is
Snake's
throwing up.
Revenge. This compilation also contains the first Metal Gear Solid digital graphic novel and its sequel.
What do you think of the
Additional content includes
remake that they're
screenplay
doing,
books and
or the
master books with
remaster
story
on
and character
PlayStation
info,
5?
Probably the
strategy
game I'm most
guides for
excited to
each
play
game,
right now.
and
It's just
additional
funny
Assuming
'cause
they
it's
don't
just
ruin
a-
it.
It's just funny, like PlayStation, the game you're most excited to play is a game that's
Volume 1.
It's a
Launches
well,
on Nintendo
you know,
I
already
Switch
exists.
I think Snake
24.
Eater is like the progenitor of
Pre-orders
modern
begin
AAA
today
games.
on Nintendo
Like, I mean,
eShop.
it was like semi-open
First
world,
three
like
Metal
you
Gear
survival
Solid games will
mechanics,
also be available
Yeah.
separately on
emphasis on
Nintendo eShop.
cinematic presentation, like that
Good
DNA is
story.
in like every big game
Survive.
now.
Yeah.
Steel Thyself. Vampire Survivors is coming to Nintendo Switch. Do you have what it takes to survive a 30-minute onslaught of monsters?
See, and even
Stay
like
on the move to
this
avoid
type of
enemies.
game, like being about monsters, it's like the or the JRPGs we're always talking about. Why not take something and apply it to a thing like this? Like make it like a Castlevania type of theme, you know? Like right there,
By
boom,
getting treasure
different.
chests from defeated enemies, or by leveling up. You'll acquire weapons and upgrades for your character. so shape them as you see fit. Plus, up to 4 players can now play together in couch co-op.
Now I'm interested.
What other horrors lie in store?
Yeah, I would play a game like that just because of that Grim Reaper guy looked cool with the scythe, but yeah, a game like that I would play just because you can play with 4 people.
Cool. You're a pigeon. Yeah, you heard that right. Play online in this rhythm battle royale and aim to be the last.
Look at the, why is this? Does this feel like a ripoff of Fall Guys with the little hats? Like, see that one? And the T-Rex hat?
Copy the leader's actions perfectly.
Yeah, I mean, that aesthetic has kind of gotten...
Fire a slingshot.
This is like a really competitive version of Clefairy Says from Pokemon Stadium.
Is this commercial music?
To the rhythm in, to the sky, and more.
Sounds like it.
With over 20 mini games, you're in for an impeccably good time.
Impeccably.
Get ready to shake those pigeon tails when Headbangers Rhythm Royale bops its way onto Nintendo Switch October 31st. Ready, set, yo! Penny is on the run.
Wow, that
I like
looks
the way
good.
the game the way this game looks.
I think this is a 3D platform.
It looks like Klonoa, kind of.
3D platforming adventure from
Doesn't
the
it?
team behind Sonic Mania.
Whatever
From the team
happened?
behind Sonic Mania. I'm in. I'm in. I'm in. This is the 3D Sonic game I've always wanted. Oh my gosh.
Whatever happened to Ninjala? That just made me think of this. Or this made me think of that.
Yeah, I don't know.
And power up Yo-Yo to protect Penny from foul play. You can also put your speedrunning skills to the test in time attack mode to unlock special items.
Man, why not let the Sonic Mania dudes do this for Sonic? That's what I was just like. They still haven't made like a proper 3D classic Sonic game, but this looks very good.
Yeah.
I gotta look into that.
Oh. Okay, if there's a Donkey Kong course in this, in Diddy Kong or something, then I definitely am getting my hopes up.
Look at this! The squeaky clean sprint.
More characters are also being added.
Oh, Petey.
Double Dash, Petey Piranha.
Diddy Kong.
From Mario
Never mind.
Kart 7, Wiggler.
We're just not gonna put any Kongs back in. If they don't put Funky Kong in, that's a crime.
And from
A
Mario
war
Kart
crime.
Tour, Kamek.
Oh, nope, that's all the other characters. Or no, there's one more. Oh my gosh.
Of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass DLC for the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe game zooms onto Nintendo Switch this summer.
Whoa!
Active Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack members can enjoy this DLC at
Man.
no additional cost. The
No
DLC
Diddy
can
Kong.
also be purchased on its own.
Sad. No Donkey Kong Jr. I would have taken him
Two
too.
worlds, one fateful encounter.
Yeah, we're probably getting Mario at
A
the end.
remake of the second Star Ocean game, complete with new graphics that fuse 2D and 3D,
Oh, that looks
is
cool.
on the way.
Man, Square
After a
Enix is
mission
like
goes wrong, Federation officer
really
Zod
getting it
is
with the
stranded on an
remakes.
undeveloped planet. There, he meets Reyna, who possesses mystical powers.
Oh, pointy ears. I've never seen this in a game like this.
Soon
I mean, yeah,
after,
it's like
players
your
get
standard,
entangled
but
in a
this
sinister
franchise
plot
is like
within the galaxy.
decades old.
In this science fantasy RPG,
This
it
is
is-
science
yeah.
fantasy,
or
but
Reyna as your
it's
hero,
still like they're
and play
applying
through
the same
story
stuff
from their
too. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You'll
but
also
this used
meet
to be
over
like
a dozen
literally the
potential
only thing that
allies
Square
from all
made.
walks
This is
of
bread
life.
and butter.
During your adventure, the hero you chose and the decisions you make will have an impact on who can be recruited to your cause.
Yeah, I don't think there's gonna be DK now,
Battles
especially
take place in
because
real time, and
I
skills
feel
can be
like they're
performed
gonna
to save
have a
your life.
Kong booster pack themed, like 3. They'll probably have Diddy, Dixie, and Funky,
Combat features
since they're in
this
Mario
game
Kart
include
Tour,
stunning enemies with
and
chain
that's when they'll
attacks.
announce something DK related.
And having allies
But please
not
be
in your
wrong.
party unleash follow-up attacks.
I think those are all the Mario characters. Petey, Wiggler, Kamek,
Yeah.
Birdo. There's one slot left, so
Is
it's
it actually comic? Is what's funny. I've never heard that in my life.
Will be awakened.
I wanted Kamek in Smash though, man. That's the most wanted first party character I want. Because give Yoshi a bad guy, man. Another egg symbol to go with the character.
It's time to move it. Wario style.
Wario style.
Get ready for more micro game mayhem in the latest WarioWare game. Hold
This
two
game
Joy-Con
looks so
controllers
weird to me,
and
these WarioWare games.
action. Move your body to take on
We're
a
definitely
furry,
playing
lightning
this.
fast micro games. What you do and how you move depends on the micro game. React quickly with the right movement, and you'll be on the road to
That's
victory.
cool, right there.
They always put some of those in. Like there was
You've
a
got two
Donkey
pairs of
Kong Country
controllers. Play
mini
with
game
a
in the
friend
last
in
one.
local
What?
co-op.
The one
Yeah.
on Switch?
Or the one on
To beat
3DS.
this micro
What
game.
was it?
Plus, up to
I
4
forgot.
players can live it up across various mini games in party mode. For example, this dicey board game is
Okay,
gonna
so
keep
now
you
it's
on
Mario
your toes.
Party.
It's definitely not Mario Party.
Get your body
It looked like it was like a
moving
board
in
game,
Yeah,
but you
yeah,
have
but
mini
it's
games.
still- it's just- it's
Oh,
so
Pikmin.
games. In WarioWare, move it.
I just don't get what's
Launching on the
Wario
Nintendo Switch
about
system
that
November
Wario
3rd.
themed about those games.
Pre-orders begin today.
Okay,
on
I'll
Nintendo
take it.
eShop.
I'll take it.
Why aren't you saying anything?
He was so
I'm
into
not
it,
ready.
I didn't want to interrupt.
Where's the little
This is
the oxygen thing?
WarioWare game. You'll use your
Copium.
entire body to strike different poses and complete micro games.
Man, that looks
We have
fun.
a few more things to share.
Oh,
Families can join the fun at Nintendo Live 2023. Play games.
Yeah.
Enjoy live performances. Take photos with some of your favorite characters and more.
Oh, that's a
Plus,
cool
cheer on your
display.
favorite players in 2 championships. Eligible attendees can also compete in on-site tournaments and participate in a last chance qualifier. This all-ages celebration is free and will take place at
You know, I saw
their
their-
in Seattle, Washington.
they still do those online
fun.
qualifying tournaments for Smash, and like you go and look at the rule set and it's like items, any stages. I'm just like, can you just pretend like you know what the competitive scene in Smash likes?
I mean, at this point, they're probably trying to distance themselves from the Smash community, you know? And I think there's good reasons for that, you know? Like, would you really want to be analogous to the competitive Smash scene as Nintendo? No, you wouldn't want to touch a 20-foot pole.
Oh gosh, if they end with some Zelda announcement, I'm walking off.
Thank you all very
Why
much.
would they? Why would they?
An amiibo figure of Link from the game was released to coincide
It's gonna be a
with the game's
Ganondorf amiibo and a Zelda
New
amiibo.
amiibo of Zelda.
The funny thing is Link didn't even match his pose.
planned to be released
His head was
this
straight in the pose, but in the amiibo, his head's turned sideways.
That's a cool Zelda figure. Spoilers, the Master
Yeah.
Sword's
segment
broken
will be
again?
our last announcement.
Come on,
Please take a
guys.
look.
Could it be? Could it be? I don't think it's, but could it be? No, it's Mario.
Dang, man.
That's weird how they got so many Mario games. Oh, the graphics look amazing though! Oh my gosh, this looks fantastic! Wow! Sounds like they're doing another weird music thing. I don't know how I feel about that. Oh my gosh, this looks excellent! Excellent!
So you're gonna hate what I have to say about this.
Yeah, save it
Because
for
I'm just
later.
like, why
Save
can't
it
they
for
do
later.
this
This
with
looks so good.
But why can't they do this with something else?
Oh my gosh, I don't care. This looks great. The animations, the graphics, like this looks incredible. Oh, he's gonna transform into someone else. No, he's not. I'm just looking at the UI. Is there room for 4 players? There's gotta be. There's gotta be. We gotta be doing that. Oh man! Okay, Sonic. That looks amazing! Oh, so Luigi's in the game, but is there multiplayer, guys? Is there multiplayer? Daisy? Princess Katie? Is Wario gonna be in the game? Can I play Bowser? No, I can't play Bowser. We're not gonna let me do that. It's co-op! It's co-op! Oh my gosh. Yoshi! Yoshi, you can be Yoshi! You can just be Yoshi! It doesn't even matter!
I don't think that was what was
Get
happening
an extra
there.
character icon. Oh man. Just put DK in it. You can be 4 Yoshis! Oh! Wow. Like, there's like too much Mario happening, but... Oh. That's something.
Goomba looks so sorry. Well then.
That was the brand new 2D side-scrolling Mario game.
That looks
Super Mario
fantastic.
Brothers Wonder. When you touch a Wonder Flower, expect the unexpected. The ground could start moving, or you might turn into something different, for example.
There were also flowers talking. Daisy is playable. And Mario became an elephant at the end. A lot of things happened. We'll share more details in the future, so we hope you'll look forward to it.
That's all for today's Nintendo Direct. Thank you for watching.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, the game looks cool. I just am always like, you know, like I said, I just never understand why they can't take that and apply it to like literally anything else. It's like there was like 3 other Mario announcements. You know, I don't know. That's always my thinking.
It seems
with
like a
that
lot
stuff.
of
like you
too
see
much.
those ideas. It's like we've been wanting a Donkey Kong game. It's like, why can't we just apply that to something DK? You know, like those cool ideas. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, well,
that's
it
the
just
stuff
seems,
I'll never understand.
The thing I'll say about it is it seems kind of weird in terms of like, you know, like it seems strange in the sense where, like, it's a lot of Mario for a 1 year period. It's a lot of Mario, and it's like I would, you know, the excitement for Super Mario Wonder kind of overtakes the Princess Peach game. Like, maybe they don't think that's the same audience, but it's the same audience, guys. And then, you know, it's like Mario RPG as well, and then we got Rabbids Sparks of Hope. Like, those games will be competing with each other this fall, which is kind of weird that like Square Enix and, you know, Ubisoft are so close together with this. Like, they're not even done with the DLC yet.
Yeah, also I'm just thinking now, I'm like, yeah, I think I've officially lost my faith in that this DK game exists, because also I'm just like, so who's making that Mario game? You know, it's probably their in-house development team.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I told you it wasn't coming.
yeah, I just got excited because of all the Mario stuff that preceded it. And the fact that they showed a Princess Peach game
that's what I mean. That's strange because I mean the Princess Peach game is like 2.5D, but it's just like that's just weird considering like yeah, it's it.
But that's my thing.
It's
Is it's just
happening
like
at the same time. It's all Mario.
And that's the other thing is like, who's making that Princess Peach game? You know, like this is where I'm just like, I don't know, man.
My goodness, this game. It looks like the very first issue of Nintendo Power. And the game doesn't look so bad like the old ones did. You know, you see the backgrounds of a little like layering and fog effects, and the animations are incredible. Got some good sound design. Like, it's not so sterile like New Super Mario Bros. Thank goodness.
But you can't tell me, like, I don't know. I you might not agree with me on this, but let's just say this was a different franchise like DK, or let's just, I don't know what other Nintendo platforming franchises there are. There's Kirby, there's Yoshi. Would you, like, just take what you're seeing here and apply it to, like, all the crazy good ideas it looks like they have, but just apply it to something not Mario? And doesn't it make it more exciting? Just because I feel like the frequency at which we get Mario,
but to a publicly
like
traded company, no.
But that's why I feel like they're in that.
Mario.
But see, I feel like they're in that position though because they only do this. It's like you have to start somewhere, right?
Yeah, but
it's like these publicly traded, or these shareholders would want to see other stuff if they established the popularity they have with Mario with other things, but you have to actually make those things. Like Splatoon wouldn't have happened if they didn't take the chance on making Splatoon. You know what I mean? If they just made it a Mario game, then, you know, like what, like they kind of had the idea of wanting to do. You know, so I don't know. That's just
disappointed. No Wario. It's a little upsetting. But Yoshi.
Yeah, that's what, like, that's why somebody said it best, where they're like 10 years without a new Donkey Kong game, 4 new Mario games, no Diddy Kong and Mario Kart. I don't even know what to say anymore. I mean, that's kind of my thought. Is it's like it's not that I don't like Mario. I do, but I just like 4 Mario games. 4. And they're all like good looking games. It's like Mario RPG is completely remastered. What was the other thing? The Princess Peach game looks like a fully fleshed, or fully, what am I trying to say? Fully fleshed out game? I don't know. It doesn't look like it's just a remake or remaster of something, so. And then what was the third one? Besides the Mario Wonder?
Well, there's the Luigi's Mansion remake.
Luigi's Mansion, yeah. So it's like, and Luigi's Mansion is the only one that's like, yeah, that just looks like a direct port. But it's like, this alone was like, come on, man. You could have put this last and people would have freaked out. I mean, and it's the exact same game with the coat of paint on it. I definitely saw when we saw that. Said when we saw that, I was like, oh man, this is giving me hope.
It's not Donkey Kong time. Like, they
it hasn't been Donkey Kong time for 10 years? Really? Like, that's what people are telling me?
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like what they're doing is they're taking the opportunity to relaunch the brand in a big way. I wonder what that percentage is. What does that mean? Is that like, oh, that's like how much damage they've done? There's like overdrive meter? Oh, this looks excellent. This looks excellent. But, yeah, it's like a lot of Mario at the same time. Like, it's weird that they would think they can sell like both of these games within like a month of each other, you know?
Well, they probably just look at this game.
Them, but...
They probably just look at this game as like it's a remake, or it's a remaster, so it doesn't really matter. But
man, and put Pokemon up against these games.
But that's why I'm like, man, I just feel like if you had given me Donkey Kong and you give me all these other things, like I would be through the roof right now. But I think it's just like, I know people say this all the time. People try to tell me these games aren't made at the expense of other things, but like, that's just not true. Like, that's just being naive. If you really think that they have to pour millions of dollars into these projects, they have to allocate people in their teams to work on these games. So if you're working on something, you're not working on something else. Like, it's just the way it is, unless they've given it to another developer, you know? So it's like, when people tell me that, like, things aren't being made at the expense of other things, I just feel like that's not accurate at all. Like, that would only be accurate in the case of something like Kirby, you know, that gets made by its own development studio, Fire Emblem, you know, Zelda, you know, but...
Yeah, they're just, these are all the games that would have come out a little bit sooner and closer to the Mario movie. It's like, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Just like a lot at the same time. I would have spaced these out more, but...
It's like, this game alone is something that
I imagine part of what they're thinking too is that they're going to release it now and then on the next system with like 2 extra features sold twice.
Tell you what though, all those people said the Switch is coming to a close though are wrong, which I'm happy about.
Yeah, that rumor, there's nothing after Zelda, like... I mean... Nothing but Mario games, maybe. Am I right?
Yeah, which we're always gonna get plenty of those. There's Pikmin 4 too. I just think it's funny the disrespect that game gets. There's nothing after Zelda. And also, why did we not see Rayman? Like, but Ubisoft showed it. Like, come on, man.
Well, Ubisoft showed a teaser. They're not even like there yet. Like, you know. I think it's partially because I don't think Ubisoft knows if it's going to hit this year. But it's just, that is weird. Like, there's so much Mario to play this year. Like,
yeah, I just...
Because they're trying to sell Sparks of Hope, and, like, a bunch of new people are going to pick that up. That would be, like, you know, your fall time. You know, we got multiple fall time Mario RPGs.
Yeah.
This just looks like, I mean, everything I don't like about New Super Mario Bros. is just fixed.
Yeah, I mean,
I've been waiting for this.
that's
game.
what it appears, but I wouldn't, you know, I don't know. Didn't New Super Mario Bros. Look really cool when it was coming out?
Yeah, on the Wii.
Yeah, but I just say like,
And it was very cool on the Wii at that time.
Like-
That was incredible.
but I think the problem with those games is not that they're not fun. It's, to me, it's the physics and it's the redundancy of like things.
it
And so
just
like
doesn't-
this game looks great, but we don't know, like, once we start playing it, how many levels have like the same exact background, and you know what I mean, like. Because you can even see this is like Desert Worlds. The one before it's like grass
It doesn't
worlds.
matter. There's enough on
Also,
display
like,
here to...
you see they're copying Returns and Tropical Freeze with that silhouette stuff. And like all these backgrounds look the same if you notice. They're all just a bunch of like rocks
Yeah, I mean,
in the
it's
background.
not. Yeah, it's not Tropical Freeze, but they're going for their own thing here, and it looks excellent. Like I'm just it's just fun to watch in motion. The animations are so crisp, expressive.
Yeah.
I wish we weren't fighting Bowser again. We could do anything else.
I mean, like, don't get me wrong, man. Like, the game looks pretty cool. I just I can't hide my. It's just
like,
it's
would
just,
I rather have a Donkey Kong game? Sure, but it's just like I don't think it's time yet. You know, like.
What do you think
the
it's time
reason-
for a Mario game?
Absolutely.
Why?
Because a bunch of people just saw that movie. Like this
Donkey
was
Kong was half the movie.
This particularly was the game you wanted to launch alongside the Mario movie. Because this looks like, you know, like it's got that classic aesthetic, that timeless appeal of the rest of the 2D Mario games.
Well, they should have released that in May instead
all
of
those sort of
Zelda.
like lapsed Nintendo fans, you know, Dad goes to see the Mario movie and he's like, oh, I remember how much I love Mario. Like, you see this, like, you think about playing it with the kids.
I just
Absolutely.
don't think that. I don't see how that doesn't apply to DK2 though, to be honest. But especially since he was such a big part of the movie. I mean, he was literally like half the movie. You know, so I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, well, I think the DK thing is just delayed. You know, they want DK to hit after they've got the theme park going and all
See,
that
I
stuff.
just don't. I don't know. I don't see how those things correlate. To be honest, I don't think like
they definitely
buying a game
correlate.
is gonna make me want to go to Universal Studios more.
Oh, they definitely correlate. I mean, you know.
See, I don't think
look
so.
at-
There was no Mario game that was announced or made around Super Nintendo World. So I mean, by that logic, they would have definitely done something for that because it's Mario.
No, but like I think it was like the movie. Like you want other stuff to promote. I mean, like, because making a bunch of money on the movie is one thing, but when they're in the movie theater, you know, this was the missed opportunity. Like when you're in the theater, they play Switch commercials. Like this was the game you wanted to market with it. But I don't know. Like, you know, maybe there's some reason they wanted to give it distance, but like, you know, Mario's gonna eventually hit some streaming services, and it's just, you know, Dad's gonna be reminded just like how much fun he used to have with Mario. I am just like, I'm over the moon with this. This looks like, it looks like they asked Michael, just like, what would you like in a Mario game?
But that's
You know?
what I just, like I said, and I know this probably doesn't make sense to anyone watching, but my problem is like, even when, did you notice the Nintendo live event that they were advertising, that like, everywhere you go, it's like, statues or pictures of Mario, it's Mario logos, and like, there's literally people that think of Nintendo and they think
There's
it's
a
all...
Donkey Kong section.
No, there is, but I'm saying like 90% of like anytime you see Nintendo advertising stuff, it's like even Super Nintendo World, people make fun of it because they're like, why didn't they call it Super Mario World? You
Because
know?
they gotta figure
And-
that stuff out, one franchise at a time.
But I just think that's the type of stuff. Like imagine if, let's take like Marvel for example, and like everything they did is just Spider-Man, 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 and then it's like, okay, here's like the Hulk, here's X-Men, but like, you know. And then, like, it's just, they wouldn't be anywhere near as
but,
big
you know,
if they
have-
just put all their eggs in one
Yeah.
basket, you know?
There's also like 15 times more Spider-Man projects than like anything else in Marvel.
There is, but I feel like they don't, it's not for
That's
lack
because-
of the other projects, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, I feel like they do just about the same number of things with their movies, for example, that they do. I mean, they have as many Spider-Man Marvel movies as they do Ant-Man, and I know that's because of Sony and all that, but I think that would be the case normally too.
Well, I mean, you count the other people making Spider-Man movies, and you've got.
Well, that's because they have an agreement for that. That's the only reason.
But
why.
you got Morbius, you got Venom. They're making way more than their contract dictates. They're making way more Spider-Man movies than they have to retain the license, and that's because Spider-Man has that. He has that appeal. He has that swaggerino, and it's the same with Mario. He puts the Tokuses in the seats.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like
it's like again I
feel like if this game was a DK game, it would be just as hyped for people.
It would be more hyped because it's it would be unexpected, but as it stands, the game still looks excellent.
Yeah.
Man. But yeah, this makes me wonder if the DK game is 2D. Also, yes, like, is there even a Donkey Kong game? I don't, but yeah, it's like, isn't it suspicious that they're not putting DK characters into Mario Kart? Like, it just seems like they're trying to keep them separate a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like they've always done that, but...
Well, they haven't, because Diddy Kong was in most of the Mario Karts, and then Mario Kart Tour has all of them, but I think, Mario
yeah,
Kart
but
Tour,
in general, it just feels like they usually keep it separate. But, yeah.
I don't like your talking flowers. That's the only complaint I have.
Yeah. I'm actually kind of surprised so many people are on the internet, whatchamacallit, that,
complaining about this?
Well, just that, like, they're like, it's cool, but it's just like, I'm really surprised there's a lot of people want a DK too.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely time, but not time yet. Waited 10 years, Matthew. What's another 1 year?
Yeah,
and I mean, at this point, I would rather have Donkey Kong for the next system. It's gonna sell better. It'll, like, get an extra power boost.
Yeah, but I'm just, dude, I don't know, man. It's just like, I might be dead by the time the next Donkey Kong game comes out. It's like, just wait. It's like, dude, man, we're 31, man.
Not getting any younger.
It's true, though. That's actually true.